All right. Well, hello there. Carol Dockum here with Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network. And I am so excited. We have a special guest today to really just share some tips and some strategies all about visibility. And as you know, the entire month of July, we are showcasing a special challenge in our private Facebook group page called Visibility in July Challenge. And the reason why I created this special program for our members and special guests was to help promote, market and promote small business owners and entrepreneurs by going visible. And we're going to discuss a little bit about what that means and why it's important to leverage visibility and not in a way to be salesy or sales pitchy, but in a way that people can see you, hear your beautiful voice, your messaging, and what you have to offer, the problems that you solve, and give them the opportunity to fall in love with you. So our special guest today is a professional confidence and public speaking coach, keynote speaker, and a former professional ballerina dancer. She helps guide her clients, speakers, coaches, and entrepreneurs to build their businesses through speaking, through confidence, to gain more confidence, to become a better leader, and to really step into the highest version of themselves. She loves to help you ignite your business through confidence and through speaking. Please help me welcome Maritza Coscarelli.
Applaud for that introduction. Thank you, Carol, for such a wonderful introduction that's super clear. I love that about you. You are always very clear in your messaging and in your mission. Thanks for having me back.
Oh my goodness, thank you. I absolutely love everything about you. I'm trying to figure out when we first met. I think it's just online. I think I came across your profile. I saw your Facebook lives, your messaging, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to meet Maritza.
Wow, you know what? That's such a great testimonial to what we want to share with our friends and colleagues at Beautiful Faces Going Places, because I was doing the same thing. Right before we came live, I meant to ask you, but we were having so much fun. We can't lie, right?
Right.
We were having our chat before, and we're going to share that all with you. There's nothing to hide. But we met that way. We did. Carol reached out, having seen me on something. It aligned with what she was putting out that month, that week. And we just have taken it from there in a really natural way, because I think we feel strongly about beautiful faces going places.
Yes, no, absolutely. Yes, I discovered you online, and I remember just watching you, your messaging, your passion about really empowering, speakers, trainers, coaches to step into their gifts, their natural gifts through speaking, helping them with their confidence. I saw all of that. It just exuded through the camera, right? Online. And I thought, oh my gosh, Maritza has to be one of our guest speakers. I think I invited you to do a lunch and learn, to facilitate a workshop. And then you participated in our International Women's Day all-week celebration, which was amazing. And now you are here today to share more about visibility and how we can leverage that without being sales pitchy. And yes.
Yeah. So I think where I wanted to begin today is that there's this incredible dance between being a humble leader, a servant leader, doing what you do, what you know well, and knowing that, in all honesty, if we take it to a really deep or a really high level, we actually don't know, right? There are higher forces that know better than we do. And so it's this funny dance between certainty and uncertainty, between self-doubt or the things that stop us, the things that holds us from expressing ourselves, and really being free and vocal. And I have been listening to Glennon Doyle's book, Untamed, and I was very inspired by her messages about comfort zones, because what I know for certain is that for a lot of us out there, the thing is that we are out of our comfort zone being seen. We all want to be seen, heard, respected, but we're out of our comfort zones. And so today I thought we would do a little bit of myth busting about what it is to be authentically confident and what it is to step just beyond. It's such a close step from comfort to discomfort that allows us to be more visible, more vocal, and more vital with our message. And one of the things is this: see and listen before you are seen and heard. Understanding, right? Seeking to ask questions, to be interested is one way. First of all, it breaks down the fear, anxiety, and nerves, because it isn't about me. It's about learning about Carol. It's about learning all of you that are listening, whether you're with us live or on the replay. So I think that getting in deeply inside ourselves in silence and stillness, and then going out into the world, interested, curious, learning. I always say you can check between the two things so easily, learning and judging. You know, women, we talk about empowered women, empower women. I believe we empower ourselves from the example and from the message of other women. And I think that sometimes society has conditioned us to want powerful, vocal, visible women, and then to compare or to judge. And that is a hard truth. And that is something that gets broken down by each of us seeing and listening and understanding empathetically first, our peers.
I absolutely love that. And you're absolutely right. If we could just step back and break it down to that, to listen first. And I think that is so empowering. Absolutely.
Yeah. So another thing that dawned on me was we're also taught to be modest.
Mhm.
And false modesty, I think, is as restrictive as false confidence. So let me break that down in regular terms of a story. False modesty is the idea that we deflect. Instead of allowing things to be poured into us, receiving and allowing a compliment, a lesson, even tough critique, and just soaking it in, then wringing it out, keeping what serves us, and going back to our true essence, our true identity through our identity expresses through our personality. We discussed this on a Clubhouse this morning, Rise and Shine with Wendy Blum-Weiss and her co-moderators. And that's an incredibly powerful topic. So what I'm saying here is this: let the compliments in, let the critique in, let the lessons in. It's a vulnerable place to be open to learning. And then from there, you can pour out the truth, right? False confidence is aggressive, it's bravado, it's armored up, it's perfect. And I think authentic confidence holds a lot of vulnerability and truth and allows you to freely express who you are in your essence, and the message that is on your heart, not the one you memorize, not the one you wish you could do just like someone else. That will trip us up every time. Free yourself to be the most genuine person you are, and open yourself to be poured into.
That's amazing. I think you're absolutely right. When we can just free ourselves from what other people think, or being afraid of being judged, and it's amazing when you can get into that space. How easy it is to communicate, and the messaging that flows through when you remove that fear of judgment or fear of whatever that fear is. So yeah,
Carol, I want to share a little story that'll segue
yeah,
to the next point, because we think we're going to hit it about three to 5 points. We had talked about
right.
myth busting, what it is to be seen, heard, and respected, what it is to be visible, and why we do it, which was
Mhm.
interesting to you this morning.
Yes.
Interested you. It's like, why do we do it? So I wanted to share a little story that demonstrates it is really important. And I know I'm going deep today, and we're going to do some steps too and tips to help you actually do the thing, right? Get on the video, get on the live, post the selfie. But
That's
we're going to
right.
go a little deeper first, right? So this story is about a night where I was invited to dinner. I was at a mindset retreat up in Stamford, Connecticut. It was intense work. It was really about cleaning out the things that hold us back and the things we hold back. So it was deep work. And there were some powerful multi-million-dollar entrepreneurs there, steady 6 figures business owners. And a group of them male and female, invited me to dinner, about 6 people. And these were people that I had really been admiring for all different reasons during the day. But I was forgetting one small piece about admiration that I'll come back to in a minute. I joined them at this amazing Italian restaurant that just smelled of garlic and truffle and was beautifully lit. And I was really in on this fun exchange happening at the table. And then I got in my head. I recoiled, and I thought, I don't belong. I'm not okay. I'm not okay being in the circle, and I'm not okay being out of the circle. What's going on here? And then, fear and anxiety start to bubble up when you don't feel enough, when you feel other. I don't know if anyone relates out there, if you've ever felt this way, right?
Oh, I can only imagine. Yes.
Yeah. And so
In nature.
I
Yes.
noticed it, I recognized it, I allowed for the feelings, right? I was interested in investigating them, and I stayed neutral so that I could once again join the present moment. But when I got back to the hotel, one of the coaches that had been sitting there was a powerful man in coaching. I could just sense it from the conversations and the things he gave to the conversation. And I saw him sitting in the lobby and asked him if he would listen to what had occurred to me. It's never happened again.
Wow.
Because you know what I realized? If we're not okay being seen and being enough and feeling our own enoughness, our own, that we're marvelous and worthy and of value just as we are, that we are not what we do. We are so much more than that. What we do, how we express it is just a part of it. If we're not okay being other or being in the circle, then it isn't about anyone else. It's about what's going on at home, what's going on within. And understanding that is the courage, the confidence. It gives us the drive to go out, to say, if you're like me, if you've ever felt like this in any story that we share, I have too. And this is what I did. And this is how it worked and what it did for me. And so I had to come back home and ask the hard questions and say, am I looking to perform? Am I looking for attention and validation? Or am I looking to serve, to be the catalytic coach, change maker that I know I can be, and to put other people in their light with me? So that's why I tell that story. So that would be the next step, right? The next step is falling in love first with yourself.
Oh, I love that.
It is not immodest. It is necessary. It is not falling in love with the outside and the things and the status. And it's falling in love with the essence of, I am not only enough, I am more than enough.
And I think, you just nailed it there. And you're absolutely right. I love where you're going with this whole conversation, because it does, everything that you've shared, the couple of myth busters you've already shared with us really does lead to confidence, doesn't it?
It actually does. It leads to the kind of confidence we're not always going to be. Every person has insecurities and self-doubts that creep up in certain situations, which was the story I just shared.
Yes.
This was only a few years ago. This wasn't a story a decade ago. This was a story 3 years, 4 years ago. So we're always going to have that come up, because that is about this, what I call false confidence. Authentic confidence is what you can tap into, knowing that your story serves another, knowing that you were born, your birthright is to be beautiful, lovable, worthy, valuable, just as you are. And getting out of our heads and into action. So let's segue. So the last two are actionable.
I love it. Absolutely.
Right? I love to be able to say, do this now, don't wait. Right? So the idea to bridging this insecurity, self-doubt that may come up is many levels. One of the things I like to point out is, how we watch the evolution of a performing artist? Think Carrie Underwood from when she auditioned for American Idol.
From the very beginning.
Guess what? That's the evolution of us too. I'm ready for new glasses. I'm ready to change my background. We have got to be in this open, moving, knowing that our brand identity is a living entity.
I
ever
love it.
evolving, ever
Yeah.
changing. Our egos want us to get hooked on, but I did this. I set up my map. I set up my plant and my bookshelf and I painted my wall and it took work. And we get married to these things, right? And we can dig our heels in a little bit about change. And how about if we were open to loving constructive criticism of it's time to shake it up, to embrace all parts of me and yet move to the next upgraded version evolution of myself. So get out of your head and get in motion, get in action. Buy the camera, get the mic, do the thing, whatever idea occurs to you. I'm going to go on a website because it occurred to me yesterday, time for new glasses. I have a drawer full, but there's something that I want in my glasses right now that I'm not getting, that I'm not feeling anymore. Time to do that. And go with those ideas, allow ideas to put you in motion. If we don't act on them within the first 12 hours, we put them on the back shelf, on the back burner.
You're right.
They simmer and eventually they go away. Someone else will get
Yeah.
that idea and act on it, is what I learned from
Yeah.
author Elizabeth Gilbert in Big Magic. So get in motion, do the video, do the live, show up as you are. Like I said yesterday on our teaser on the page, the private member page for your company. Yeah.
That's I love that.
Important. That's
no,
really
absolutely. It is. You're absolutely right. When you get that moment of inspiration or you have that idea, that spark that just lights you up, you really just need to jump on it, right? Take action, get in motion and change things up. And I always say, you know, for entrepreneurs, especially, you know, we get this brilliant idea. We get so excited about, you know, starting or launching our new business, and we build the website, and then we press go live, and you're going, okay, now what? Do you know what I mean?
You know exactly what you mean, Carol. I'm not embarrassed to share that going back about 5 years, this amazing John Maxwell coach, entrepreneur, self-made woman in the 80s, 70s, 80s, I think. Her story is incredible. And now she's a fantastic business coach. And we've become not only colleagues, but friends. And she said to me, wow, yeah, everything's looking great. So what are you doing for marketing? And I was a deer in the headlights. I was like, wait, what? And it's not that I didn't have a business before. I had launched the Palm Coast Dance Academy. I sold it with 250. I mean, it's not, I have zero business savvy. It's that this idea of technology, we have this false belief that we put it there and then, you know, build it and they'll come. But we're in a noisy world. Right. And the only thing I believe that makes us stand, rise above a lot of noise is really deep truth. Tell your truth. You are an individual with unique, marvelous brilliance. Speak your truth. You know, show up for yourself first. Love yourself first. Others will love you and you will love them as a result. More compassionately, more kindly, more deeply. Then speak your truth bravely. Right. Not everyone will agree. Not everyone will click. That doesn't matter. What matters is someone. Who is that someone that we are speaking to? And the last actionable thing that I am feeling some concern around is how we are selling and pitching some of the time nowadays. In LinkedIn, in any social media realm, face-to-face, on a live, on a podcast, what might happen if we didn't worry about selling and pitching and our main concern was pure love, pure impact, pure influence? This will translate easily into the right people buying in. You know, when I approached Carol, it wasn't that long ago, and said, yeah, I'm actually joining the platform now. And you know, and I think one of the highest levels, like, let's do this thing.
Yes,
you know, she didn't have to pitch me. So no. In terms of action, I might give you this. Maybe not on the weekend if you're resting and rejuvenating, but whenever you're inspired to do it. I have been calling what is the elevator pitch, the promise statement. It is a promise I make to myself and to those I am meant to influence and impact. It is not to be taken lightly. If I say that I am engaging, educating, and helping to self-empower women to be emotionally and financially free as a vision globally, that's a big statement. And then if I take that vision and bring it down to a mission, and say, express yourself. I'm going to help you free the most impactful, thoughtful leader and speaker and business owner within you. And that is a promise I am making. And I feel that in my heart that I must walk it and talk it and do it. That's integrity. So maybe revisit the way you express your business, your vision, your mission, so that it is a promise statement, one that you take to heart and one that you know authentically makes others know that you have their best interest at heart.
I love that. It's almost as if the promise statement takes over the 60-second commercial.
Exactly. Exactly my point. And there is nothing wrong with making money and selling. We need that to keep
No,
the energy
absolutely.
going. But there's a way to do it so that it is authentic to you, whatever that looks like, and so that it is in service of the public.
I absolutely love that. And I think, I mean, that is just so in alignment with, Visibility in July and our challenge and what we're trying to create here by, it's ditch the pitch and really give value and share your passion and love for what you do, your messaging, your values, the important things that are in your life, and the right people are going to be attracted to you, right?
Yeah.
And
Carol, it's beautiful because we must be doing the personal development at the same time that we're doing the professional development and the marketing. And I think that's where I took us today. When we're doing those together, I follow Carol. I do what she says. I try my best. So post the selfie, get on the video, say yes to the podcast, grab the mic on Clubhouse, raise your hand and go on the platform and speak up. And I promise you, my promise is you will feel more confident each time. You will build your courage every time and just keep on going.
Oh, I love that. Yes, keep on going. Maritza, thank you so much. It is always a pleasure to be with you, collaborate with you, and share the stage and the mic with you. You are a beautiful soul inside and out. I'm getting goosebumps just saying that. Thank you so much. Maritza, if anyone is out there, any of our viewers, anyone in our audience, if they would love to connect with you, what is the best way for them to learn more about you, your coaching, and how you transform and ignite speakers, trainers, coaches, professionals to really embrace their leadership skills and their confidence and step out into the world and be the best version of themselves?
Thank you for asking. And before I do, I told Carol off camera, I started to pour my love and appreciation onto her. And I promise that I won't take too long, but I wanted to do it here. Go and like and love and comment and get involved with Carol's organization and know, can't you feel it? Her whole heart and soul is poured into this, into these men and women, into this project in such a genuine and beautiful way. She is being no one else but the most expressive version of Carol. And I watch that and admire it every day. And in order for us to keep building on this, please take me up on a complimentary breakthrough call, which really is that. I did I did 3 yesterday.
Oh,
and they were so special. And this morning, one of the gentlemen was on Clubhouse, and when he spoke from his heart and soul as to what he took away from this, he said that it made him feel that he's not getting ready, he's already doing what he meant to do. And so take me up on that by going to MaritzaCoscarelli.com and there you will find your 10 simple ways to boost your confidence, starting now and for free, all on your own. So go ahead and do that so that I can really generously share all my assets with you. And also, any private message or direct message will get directly to me, not my team, and I will make sure that we get our 30 minutes together so that you can break through to your next most visible, most vocal, and most vital thought leader.
Awesome.
Let's do this. Yeah.
Let's do this. Thank you so much, Maritza. You are a gem. That's all I have to say. I love you. Mwah.
Mwah. Love you. Love you guys. See you next time.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye.